How many coasters are here?
5. Good morning everyone and welcome to Fuji-Q Highland. We are just walking into the park now. It took blinking ages to get out of Tokyo because of traffic, but we're getting here to some of the roughest coasters on the planet. Okay, there was something that said entrance somewhere. We've got to go find it. So yeah, we've got to go tickets.
So we've just walked in, we haven't had to...
Yeah, we kind of ended up in the theme park without actually buying anything yet. So we've got to go find a place to get tickets. I think there's a place down here because it says tickets.
Okay, so David is just going to go and get the tickets. So as he said, we're in Fuji... How do you say this one? Fuji-Q Highland. So I've heard there's a coaster here that's a bit like X2 over at Six Flags Magic Mountain. And I've had it from my good friend Kat, hi Kat, that it is horrific. And I've heard it from a few other people as well. So I personally am not going to go on that. We're sending David on it to do it. Ted wants to do it, but I'm not sure I want him to do it because I've heard it's awful. There's also a Gerstlauer here with overhead restraints, which is probably going to be not that pleasant, but I will go on that one. But I've heard such bad things about the other one that I think I'm going to refuse that one. But the coasters look amazing here. Like the skyline and you know, how they stand out and how they looks really cool. So I'm looking forward to going on some of the other ones. Yeah, should be a good day, shouldn't it, Oliver? Want to say anything? Are you a bit worried?
Few things. First, it's in the middle of nowhere. If you look around, there's not really much around there. It's just trees. And then also...
We're in the Highlands.
Yeah. Then also, I am worried about this place.
You'll be fine. You don't have to go on the X2 style
7
one.
times 5 is 35.
The X2 one was bad, I've heard. That's what Daddy said, but I just had it really badly. And if this one's worse, oh no, I'm not going on that.
I'm not going on it either. Anyway,
They look both bad.
so I think he's a bit worried because he's heard there's a couple of rough ones here, and Oliver likes ultra smooth roller coasters, but some of them look fine. So we'll see. We'll let you know.
So we found it, ladies and gentlemen, the most intense roller coaster in the world. We can stop the search. No more having to ride any roller coasters because this is the most intense in the world.
No, it's not. It's fine.
It's more intense than insane at Gruneland.
I think when it was built is what that sign means.
I think it's advertising.
Yeah. And I think it was because it was in 1997, and that was probably made a few seconds after. And then a new roller coaster was built.
Your attention, please. This is an announcement for guests in line.
Wow, that's loud.
Although the attraction is currently operating in the rain, we may have to suspend its operation at any point if we determine that it is no longer safe to continue due to the effects of the rain. Please consider the possibility of a sudden suspension of operations due to inclement weather before entering the queue.
Wow, it's not even raining.
Is it raining?
It's not raining. That is the loudest PA system I think I've ever heard in the world. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's not even raining at the moment, so we might have to see how we do.
My ears hurt. Actually.
Yeah, but this is the king of coasters, I think this one's called. Fujiyama. So it should be interesting. Hopefully it won't get suspended and we will get on it. I didn't think it was going to rain today, so we'll see how we do. See you in a bit. So that was a weird coaster. It's actually really fun. It goes all over the damn place. And then at the end it seemed like they've gone, oh, we've got a load of coaster track left over. Better do something with it and just start throwing you all around the houses everywhere, didn't it, Oliver?
Saving spots.
I haven't seen the 4D going yet, but I can hear a lift hill, which sounds like it is the 4D coaster. Oh yeah, I can see the 4D going, and then I have to try and get on that.
When you have to leave the line for
We'll give that a go shortly.
Okay, so we are in the queue for Zokkon, is it? Zokkon, which is a launched family motorbike type coaster. We got all the way to the bit before you go in the station, and they've said that it's suspended due to rain. we're staying here because all of the coasters basically stop here if there's a bit of rain, so there's no point going to try and get on anything else. So I don't know whether we're going to get on this, but we're all a bit fed up, aren't we?
Yeah, I just want to say, absolute rubbish operations. In a normal park, like you won't, even a normal park like,
Alton Towers?
yeah, Alton Towers, they could have got you on in 20 minutes. This is taking an hour.
Yeah, we already queued over an hour for it. What should have been, what should have been a 20-minute queue, really. Yeah, awful park operations. The rain's not helping, but it wasn't raining that heavy earlier, and yeah, everything's just stopped.
This queue is taking so long. My brother has.
Will we get on it or not? You'll find out later.
This queue is taking so long that my brother has literally fallen asleep.
I think he really has fallen asleep.
And that's not a setup.
So we did Zokkon. Zokkon is an intermin launch coaster that's set up like motorbikes. It was really cool. It was a really long ride, had several launches in it. I think 3 launches? 4. And a backwards section as well. Went on for ages, had a really nice flow to it, also had onboard music. It was a really cool coaster. What did you think to it, Oliver?
Well, it had 4 different launches, but 5 launches in total, because for a bit when you went backwards, it also launched you with the same launch track. But yeah, I really liked it, but it was not worth a 2-hour queue. Nothing's really worth a 2-hour queue except Fury 325. And still, that's kind of pushing it. And Millennium Force. No. You weird.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that ride. It wouldn't have been a 2-hour queue. It's because it kept stopping for rain delays. Probably would have still been an hour because they're quite slow at loading here. And there's only one train. You're all the way around. And then the next people on, so it's quite slow loading. But yeah, it was great. I really, really enjoyed it. I loved the onboard music. I just loved it wasn't quite as good as Yukon quads for me because you're kind of sat in a seat rather than straddling a seat like a motorbike, and I thought that was more fun. But yeah, really loved it.
So my reviews on it, I think it's quite good. I think it's really good, but it's not worth a 2-hour queue. But when you go, it'll probably not be raining because we're just unlucky sometimes. And I don't know what you're saying because it just stopped for one long bit. It didn't go on and off.
I think it was stopping on and off
Was
for
it?
rain throughout. Yeah, that's why the queue kept slowing down.
Also, another thing, they let all the priority pass in before they let any normal queue in. Like, most parks do half and half, but this was ridiculous. Absolute bunch of baloney. They basically just let the priority pass in and didn't let anyone else in until they had all gone.
Anyway, we're going to go get Taka blah blah blah, the Gerstlauer now, so we'll all have a headache in 10 minutes. So we've just done the Gerstlauer here with a 121-degree drop, and I've got some surprising news. It's good. Oliver's not very happy because he was a bit worried about the Gerstlauers because he's hurt himself on Mystery Mine before, so he decided not to do it.
It wasn't Mystery Mine. Mystery Mine was actually okay. But pretty much any old Gerstlauer with overheads hurt. I'm so annoyed that does not. And that I just sat out a good ride.
Don't get me wrong, it's not as smooth as a baby's bum, but it was okay. I was okay to deal with it. What did you think, Tad?
That was really nice. Pretty smooth. Pretty cool. And I think it's cooler than cool.
So it was like ice.
Yeah, and I really liked it too. And everyone knows that I'm not the biggest Gerstlauer fan when it's overheads. I love it when there's just a lap bar, but overheads normally a bit. But actually, that was probably the best Gerstlauer with overheads that I've ever been on. And I loved the launch at the beginning. Absolutely loved the launch. And even that, over vertical drop was smooth. And sometimes those can be a little bit kind of bangy and vibraty, but it was fine. It was great. Loved it.
So now we're going to go find the kiddie coasters. And then I'm going to do what is meant to be the nightmare of the 4D coaster. So let's crack on. I know we're not showing as much today, but it's because there's not actually easy places to take for a lot of the rides.
2-hour queue.
And yeah, because we've been stuck in a queue, we're trying to get a bit of a shift on to make sure we get everything done. So we've got to go find a kiddie coaster. No idea where they are, so let's go looking. So it's running, so I think I'm going to go quickly grab this before it shuts again, because if it carries on raining, they're shutting this thing, and there's not many of these around the world to do. This is the first S&S one that I'm going to do with it, so I'm going to try and get onto it quick. So let's go give it a run, but it is going. I can see a car going round.
Can I say something?
Sure.
The reason I'm not going on this is because it looks like the hell in hell. It looks bad.
Yeah, I've heard really bad things about this one. So I've had a bit of a drink just to make sure that I'm liquidated for it. I think that was part of Doping Out. I think that's some of the track left there, I think. I'm not sure. Have to have a look. But we're just going to go head down, see if we can get on it. Huh?
What track?
I think that's track over there, isn't it? Is that the old Doping Out track? Anyone know? Let me know in the comments, but I think it might be. Because I don't know of anything else looping that we've got in the to do here. Oh, it's cold. Anyway, going to go find this one and see if we can get on it. So I just rode the 4D coaster, Eejanika or whatever it's called. It is a pile of junk. That is not fun. You spend the entire time pushing yourself back into the seat and putting your legs down because of the bounce on it. You're flying around in your seat and it hurts when you come back down. They also make you take your shoes off, and as you can tell by the weather today, it is pretty miserable and cold. So standing on a metal floor with your shoes off is not pleasant. Yeah, that I can see why they don't build many of those. We're going to have to go see if any of the kids' rides are running, because we've still got 2 kids' coasters to do. But if you're here, don't even bother. Oh, and when you come out the station, it over-tips you on that one for some reason, and you're almost falling back in your seat a bit, almost slightly upside down. So it's not like the American one where you just reclined. You're almost falling back out your seat, and it's not a pleasant position for the time that it takes you to get to the lift hill. Yeah, I can see why not many of those have been built. It's one of those things that sounds like an amazing idea when you're doing Roller Coaster Tycoon, but then when you actually put it in the park, it doesn't work. It's rubbish. Anyway, see you in a bit. So we're actually gonna head off now because it's absolutely chucking it down, and the moment it starts raining even a little bit over Fuji-Q, they shut everything down. Have been able to get 4 bigger coasters today. Missed out on 2 of the junior coasters, but they're just not going to reopen it now. They've even announced it, saying that they're pretty much done for the day. They're suspending operations. It's a shame because some of the rides here are actually a lot better than I thought they were going to be. We probably haven't got much B-roll footage of the off-ride because, quite frankly, as soon as we got off-ride, we had to run over to the next one, and then it would rain and we wouldn't get out for ages, then having to run to the next one. So we were trying to get as much done as we could rather than filming as much today. One of the things I would say is that the operations here are appalling. They tell you every little thing that you have to do. They make you read the signs 4 times and demonstrate that you've that you've read the safety signs. And it's all a bit of a mess, to be honest with you, on that. One of the things though that I do like is over here we have all of the old cars, and this is the one I am most gutted about. What? The fact that I never got to go on this one. This one is Dopana, or Dudonapa, which is a shame because I always really wanted to do this one.
Got a mouse?
One of the fastest launch coasters in the world, and never got to do it. Gutted about that. These ones, so we've got the Zola 7, which is up to 2010. I think this is an old corkscrew. Oh no, that's Mean Salt Scramble. I believe, if I remember rightly, that yeah, it is. This was the highest G on any roller coaster ever built, if I remember rightly, Mean Salt Scramble.
Wait a second.
So that one would have been absolutely insane to go on. And the giant coaster. Wow. Yeah, so remember these ones. That is a legend. I forgot about that one being here. But Dopinard's the one that I really miss. And that was actually a really good Gerstlauer. And I'm also going to let Kelsey do an end.
So we're just leaving Fuji-Q Highland now. We managed to get 3 out of the big 4, didn't we, Ted? It's only because I wouldn't let Ted go on the big one that's a bit like the 4D coaster, so we heard it's rough. But we got the other 3, didn't we? Got the other 3 big ones, and annoyingly we were in the queue for the blue coaster. I can't remember what the name is, something and something. And we were probably about 2 cars away, and it got shut down due to rain, and it's just not going to open. We did go on this weird shooting ride twice before we got in the queue for that, annoyingly. So if we hadn't done that, we would have got the blue kiddie coaster as well, but oh well, never mind. So just the 2 kiddie coasters that we missed, really. Do you want to say anything, Ted?
And we all didn't get 3 actually. Our dad got 4 and Donovan got 2.
Yeah, Oliver didn't do the Gerstlauer, he didn't want to, but it actually turned out to be really good, the Gerstlauer. Yeah, so I think he's a bit disappointed now, aren't you?
Yeah. It had a good, I thought it was absolutely rubbish.
But we fast tracked it, so it was quite expensive to fast track it, so we weren't going to do it again for Oliver.
So right now we are leaving the park.
Quick addition of something I forgot to mention. One of the things that they do here, which is really weird, is that when you first enter the park, you scan your ticket, and then you have to have your photo taken at the turnstile. And that then uses facial recognition for you to be able to get on any ride in the park. So you don't have a wristband or anything, they make you all stop and do facial recognition, which is just really weird. And as I was saying, one of the things that I hate about this place is the patronisation that you get, where they're telling you how to ride a roller coaster, even a fairly mild one. And some of it's actually really dangerous what they're telling you to do. So on Zokkon, is it, the Intamin launch bike coaster, it tells you to look backwards when you go backwards, rather than actually just sitting facing forwards and just taking the ride. If you're bent over backwards, that's where you're probably going to get yourself a neck injury. But anyway, we're going to get shooting on because it's blinking freezing.
The sky's open. All the lights have got on there.
It is a cool looking entrance to the park. Yeah. You're looking forward to it, Ted?
You sweat?
No, I didn't.
Really?
I said fricking.
Ah, okay. Anyway,
What did you think I said, Ted?
we can, the N word.
The M word?
No,
What's the M word?
no, the B-L.
B&M?
B-L.
The N?
B-L.
Oh, the L word? What's the L word?
No. Stop annoying me.
Never. I'm your dad.
Is that mic connected?
No.
Oh. Someone pressed the side button.
Yeah, hold it. You've got
Quite a good, oh my god.
How do we get out here?
There was actually a really
Right, hang on. Can you turn that camera off when we turn at the top?
Okay.
Right.